Previously on Preps, Sean Dockley and Julian blown out by their arch rivals.
In my 6-7 years here, no one's ever beaten us that bad at home.
And Sean taking it like a man.
Head, no man, it's hard to, think about. Hard to just lose focus of a game like that, but you got to put it to the past and, go on.
And Eddie Curry out of tune.
Turn it up.
Even the #1 player in the country can have a bad day.
He got to redeem himself now.
Let's prep. Come on.
In Chicago, high school basketball is more than just a game. It's a dream that starts on the playground. Where you can carve a path to glory. Hundreds hope, few make it. These are their stories.
I'm Eddie Curry, 6'11", 290-pound center, Thornwood Thunderbirds.
My name's Kyle Kleckner, 6'1", 185-pound shooting guard from Downers Grove North High School.
I'm Sean Dockley. I play for Julian High School. Point guard, I'm a junior. I'm 18 years old.
The Preps of Chicago hoops. Sean Dockley's got 2 big tests coming up this week. American history, yeah, that one he's ready for. But the other test, it's gonna be tough, real tough. This one's to find out who's the best point guard in Chi-Town. They call him the Thrill, Lil Will Bynum, 5'11" with a 42-inch vertical. Nice, real nice. Plays for the Crane Cougars and has all of Chi-Town thinking back to the days of Isaiah. So who is the best point guard in Chi-Town?
I don't comment on stuff like that.
There's a lot of good point guards in the city. I was told you always should put yourself at the best whenever you do something. So I guess I suppose to put myself at the best, but it's a lot of point guards real good out
He runs our program, and that's what I think being a point guard in high school and college, and that's what I think point guards should do, is run programs.
Will is a guy that hates to be shown up. He's a guy that hates for you to get the best of him. I think, again, with Will, there's not a whole lot of things he doesn't excel in.
If you take a look at how Will plays and you look at how Sean plays, they're so different. They're almost opposite, the way that they play the game. And I think both of them want to have some of the other one's qualities, but they still want to be themselves. So I think that's where that rivalry started. So certainly there's a rivalry. If Dockery picks up the paper and there's a huge story on Bynum, he says, where's mine? I want my props. So there's a rivalry there. There's a rivalry from the 2 different high schools. One's on the south side, one is on the west side, so there's a built-in rivalry.
I think Sean does a better job at this stage of running his team.
Well, Sean is more of he likes to get everyone involved in the game.
But on the other side, you have probably one of the most exciting, dominating guys I've ever seen, in the mode of that Isaiah Thomas, that Tim Hardaway, that Nick Anderson type guy, a guy that can just totally dominate the game, and that's Will the Thrill Bynum. And they didn't put the thrill on it just by accident. He's a kid that plays in the summer league and has the pros standing up oohing and ahhing. He can do so much with the basketball, he can just completely take over a game.
Lil Will.
I watched Will this summer shaking him up, man, at the AM, man.
Right.
That's a cold little man. That's a cold little man, can score. He got the game, man. Go to the next level, people always talk about size and stuff like that, but you can accommodate for that. Kid can play ball, flat out play ball.
Will has just been playing spectacular. Has had a tremendous season thus far, so much so that he now ranks as our #2 ranked player in the senior class behind Eddie Curie.
Will's a very complicated young man. He's very talented. There's not a whole lot of things Will cannot do.
He comes through for his team all the time, you know. He shows people what they want to see. I think he's good at that, showing people what they want to see. That's probably the difference between us. I just want to come out there and win and everything.
Game. So Sean Dockery is more of a true point guard. He'll give up the points, he'll give up the flashy moves because he wants to make sure his team wins. Whereas Will Bynum is the kind of point guard that wants to take over a ball game. He can win it by himself. He knows he can do it by himself. And he waits for those times in the ball game where, okay, it's time for the Will Bynum show. Get out of my way. I'm taking over.
Man, right now, from what I've seen, Lil Will do some stuff that Ally not even doing, you know, and I'm a big Iverson fan. Right. Lil Will one of the realest true point guards you're gonna ever see, man. The stuff that he brings to the table on the court, man, you might not ever see that again.
Davis, Allen Iverson, Steve Francis, Stephon Marbury, and Kobe Bryant. You know, them about the only people I like watching in the NBA. I think I got a little bit of everybody in. Right. All the good point guards. Right. I got a little bit of everybody. So I don't think it's just one person because I still all they move.
Will is the type of player, well, he just come whenever it might be a camera there or something. Will come to show off. Sean come to win a game. And that's what it's all about in the end. And that's what college coaches look for as far as a recruit and a point guard. They look for a person or a guard that's coming in ready to play the game and knows how to control his team. And I think that's what he does better than a lot of point guards in the city. When you see a Will Bynum, you see a guy that he can control the tempo of the game with his fancy, dazzling dribbling.
Will is Iverson rookie year. Shout out to Iverson this year.
Right. Just like Allen Iverson. You see how Allen Iverson had to mold himself into being a great point guard, a great two guard as he is now in the league. And Sean Dockery's already found this rhythm with controlling the team and controlling the tempo.
The mighty Crane Cougars busted up the Red West Division back in the 80s. After a decade of disappointment, Lil Will has brought them back into the running for a city championship.
Will has to lead us. Again, if Will's on his game, you know, we're tough to beat.
I knew that I knew they had a nice young team then when they had Jabbar there. I knew they was young, right? And I wanted to go somewhere where I can lead the team. And be a go-to guy.
He thinks in his mind he's already the best, and he feels he doesn't have anything to show. So, but once he figures this thing out and he comes to play every day, you know, he's really going to be something special. When he's on his game, there's no one can do anything to him.
So who is the best point guard in Chi-Town?
You already know who it is. It's me. Yeah. I'll prove mine on the court. Yeah, I ain't got time to be talking all. We'll see when we play against them.
So who is the best? We're going to prove this thing on the court. Sean Dockery and Will Bynum. Julian and Crane coming up. Will Bynum is one mobile young brother. Been playing ball around Chi-Town South Side, West Side, North Side, and East Side. It's amazing he knows which way is up when he wakes up in the morning.
Well, I remember the times when he was bouncing that ball in the house. We've been playing since he was like, what? I'd say 10 maybe. Okay. His father used to play ball. Okay. And he had an Uncle David. He also played ball. So he had some competition when he was coming up. And he had to prove to them at a young age, you know, that he could play. Let me play with you.
I was playing everywhere. I played a lot of 63rd and Hayes. Right. I played a lot on 55th. King Drive. I played some everywhere. It was cool. Just playing against older guys, they always try to push you around and stuff. So I got used to it. Once I got older and stronger, there wasn't nothing they could do with me.
When he's not playing ball, he eat, drink, and sleep basketball. He's looking at ball, or he's reading about ball. Well, sometimes I, just feel that they don't give him the props. But I guess, when they when he's underrated, you know, in my book, he's always tops.
I think the Chicago competition is the best competition. Them guys, when you go other places, some of them may be good, but most of them, they just average ball players. Yeah. But since they came from a small town or whatever, they getting a lot of publicity. So, but you can't do nothing about that. Most of the players from Chicago be underrated anyway. I go up to the Jordan Center and they give me a good workout. And run off screens and ball handling, defense, everything. At all times, can't let nobody get ahead of him.
There you go. Because this was his dream a long time ago. Right. And so many people in Chicago that supported him when he was little, and now he's 18. I'm proud of him. All I can say is that, hey, go Will.
Out of all of the great guards in the state, Will Bynum, in my mind, has the best scoring ability. Very little that he cannot do offensively. There are times where he still needs to show a little bit more of a point guard mentality.
Bynum tries to impose his will on you. He's just, you know, like the kids say, he's a dog. He's just going to try to dog you out, going to try to make you just humble you on the court.
I just think Will has the ball in his hands. He's Will the Thrill. He's a dynamite one-on-one player. He can score. He's strong. He's explosive.
Will come right out the gate trying to take over. He's trying to destroy you from jump ball.
Will's getting his books on as well, getting it done off the court.
Oh, this semester coming up, probably get like all B's. No, I'll be studying. I got ACT, all this and stuff on the computer.
Okay.
So I'll be working hard for that too. My mom, my family, they're the most important things to me besides basketball.
Right.
Making sure she all right, you know, and everything going well and she feeling good. That's really the most important thing in my life besides basketball. And my books. I gotta keep my books up.
Right.
Nah, I still got a long way to go.
Right? I can understand that.
It's smooth now. It's pretty cool.
Next year, Will be breathing the clean desert air in Tucson. The Arizona Wildcats, Lute Olson and the Pac-10 complaining about the dry heat or something.
I think that Will certainly has the ability to become the next great point guard to come out of the University of Arizona.
Will is much more of a showman. Will likes to play to the crowd. He's a moth. He loves when the television lights are on, and that's great. Primetime players do that, and I think he made a good choice. The way Arizona allows their guards to dominate, he's a perfect fit.
You going to Arizona? No, he ain't gonna face nothing in Arizona.
He signed in Arizona.
I mean, he ain't gonna face nothing in Arizona that he ain't face here. Right. It's about the competition gonna get weak for him. Right. He done been through the city.
Right.
He ain't gonna see nothing in Arizona that they ain't gonna show him nothing. They ain't gonna surprise him. He got to go to the league to see that. Yeah, he got to know. Real special ball player. Real special ball player.
It don't get no bigger than that, right? And plus, the coaches was real. I liked the coaches when I went down there. You know? Okay. And they was real cool. And, you know, they kept it real with me. All the other coaches, right. You never know,
right?
But they kept it real with me. Let me know what I need to work on and where I'm at. What they gonna, you know, what situation I'm gonna have when I go down there.
It's a hectic time for him because he's 17 years old. You know, he. During that time when the recruiting was, and I know it's a lot of, you know, competition in all these different schools and stuff. I let him go ahead on and make his decision about that because I know he's read about it. He knows, you know, what he has to go up against, and he knew what he wanted to do. Yeah.
It all comes. I know God worked so hard. I know one day it's gonna pay off.
Payoff time has arrived. Will and Sean about to battle with Chi-Town's bragging rights on the line. Get ready, y'all.
Today we played Crane. It's a real big game. Everybody watching us. There's a lot of people out there looking forward to see some good stuff. I'm not letting none of the paper stuff get to me. I'm just focused right now.
Coach Horton, anything you want to say to these guys before we leave? So again, we had this opportunity. Let's go out here and take advantage of it and play well. Fellas, we need a win. We need to get back on track for Monday. Got our work cut out for us. Again, we have 4 games in 7 days. So that means you guys have to get your rest. You can't be out running the streets at night or whatever it is you do when you ain't going to bed.
The place was hyped for Julian Crane. Sean versus Will with the point guard and public league bragging rights on the line. It's going to be one of those games people are going to talk about for a long, long time.
So Sean Dockery from Julian High School is a South Side basketball player. Will Bynum is from the West Side. So when they do clash, when their teams clash, it's not only 2 teams and 2 individuals, it's 2 parts of the city going against each other. And in the stands, you'll see people, South Side, West Side, back and forth. It's really exciting.
There is, that type of rivalry. Even with Will and Sean, it's respect. I think throughout the city, there's a respect level that coaches have for each other and that players have for each other and programs have for each other. And I think that it's healthy and it's good to have high competitive competition.
Fake, if anything, just to, make him fake like he's gonna shoot. All he wants to do is up fake, okay? Defensively, I think if we keep the pressure, eventually these guys will crack. Now, offensively, we're doing a pretty decent job and stuff, man. We're putting the ball where it's supposed to be. You guys gotta remember, when that ball is trapped, whoever this guy is in the corner, we need people in 2 spots, on the block and in the middle. Aggressive team, you'll kill them with pump fakes all the time. The other thing is we got to attack the basket. We'll start going to the hole, man. Get yourself involved in the game. Once you get going that jump shot, you can come back to it. They running out at you anyway. Give them that good up, go around them and stuff. They don't do nothing but foul you. The other thing, fellas, and I say it every game, if we got numbers, we looking to run. Wait, we just trying to win, fellas.
All right, my bad, team.
All right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we gonna go back out. I think it's their ball.
Let's go. Offense, let's get the ball in the middle. We score every time we get the ball in the middle of the floor. On 3. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, get it!
We gotta have somebody get the back to him.
When Southside and Westside meet, you know things gonna get heated. And Sean's pop is right in the middle of it, keeping order.
Still 41 seconds left, baby. We got a home ball in the stands.
With the game on the line, time for Sean Dock to do his thing. Took it to Lil Will, and won. Sean drops the dime to Martise Williams and puts Julian up for good. Coach Longstreet has one last chance. Lil Will can't get it done this time.
It was a real hard game. A lot of people there. You know, it was emotional and everything. It was a tough battle though. We came out and won by 2 though.
The Julian game, it was all right. I wasn't really playing. I was playing, but I wasn't playing assertive. I wasn't playing hard. But they got us. They came from behind and got us at the end. But we gonna get them back. So it ain't over yet.
Coming up on Preps.
The everyday life of Cottage Grove.
Meet Martise Williams and the neighborhood he can't stay away from.
I'm giving around here. I don't think we want to smell that stuff. Space is your life, man.
See what happens when one of the best teams in the city invades the suburbs. It's gonna be raw.
It's bringing kids together and letting kids know that they are more the same than they are different.
The next time on Preps.
I'm the king of the black top, hooping half-court shots. I come correct your stats to whack compared to points that I drop. I play to win and I'm playing for keeps. In the gym of 21 on the streets, I'ma keep bringing the heat, mad skill. My squad runs circles around your team. I'm keeping my game tight and fulfilling my ballin' dreams. Set up shop and wreck it, never reject it. The ball game is mine and you will respect it. We play for keeps. My team don't sleep, leave you choking from the dust that propels from my feet. Mad skill, my squad is letting you know the deal. We got mad game for real. We play for keeps. My team don't sleep, leave you choking from the dust that propels from my feet. Mad skill, my squad is letting you know the deal. We got mad game for real.
That's right.